My name is Nathan Wysocki. I am a senior Salesforce admin, and I've been working in Salesforce for over 10 years. Clean data is really important to our company because it builds trust with our sales reps. When they're looking at data in Salesforce, they know that it is accurate. They know they can action upon it. They know they're not going to waste their time. It keeps them involved in Salesforce. It makes them trust Salesforce, so they trust the process that's built in there for them. They're less likely to go out and to start building their own processes or tracking information in like spreadsheets. What led me to DemandTools was very early on into my Salesforce career. We were building up a Salesforce database, and we did not want to make any big messes. We did not want to have to deal with messy data later. So right from the get-go, we knew we needed a tool that would be able to import records without creating duplicates, being able to standardize data, being able to dedupe data when duplicates inevitably do pop up. So DemandTools was the leader, it was the answer, and that's what we implemented. You've got data coming in from so many different channels, whether it's from web forms, from a marketing tool, information is manually being entered in. And so just being able to standardize data from all of these different sources and making sure your data is neat and clean from all those different channels, we're having a bunch of duplicates. So being able to keep your data standardized, keeping it deduped, and if you do end up having to do any mass imports, not creating duplicates when you do that. I've been a part of 6 different company acquisitions, me being on the acquiring company side and having to integrate those company databases into our Salesforce environment. And so being able to use a tool like Match to be able to compare their data sets to our data sets and find where that overlap is, and being able to neatly integrate our data together has just been super critical. The DemandTools modules that I use most often would probably be import, match, modify, and tune. Import, you're always getting new lists, whether it's from an event, another database, or you've got some really clean data from another company acquisition, wherever it's coming from, and you need to get it into Salesforce, and you need to make sure that you don't make a mess while you're doing it. So being able to have different matching scenarios and import those records neatly, cleanly, reliably, it's a must-have. Match is just another component to sometimes get ready for an import, but being able, sometimes, you're given a list and you're like, how on earth do I match this up with Salesforce? I don't have IDs. I can't do this manually. Doing it in Excel is going to take an eternity and I might make a mistake. Match is makes it very easy to take data from other sources and line it up with your Salesforce data, and then you can action on it after that. Modify is another great tool. Being able to mass change your data in Salesforce without having to do exports, manually edit it in a spreadsheet, and then re-import it, potentially making mistakes along that way. Modify solves all of that. Lots of times you realize, oh, we need to mass update this field, or we need to restructure different data points for any variety of reasons. You may have implemented a new process. You might need to backfill some information. So Modify makes it really easy to, do a nice, clean mass change in Salesforce without having to export that data, modify it in a spreadsheet, and then re-upload that data. Tune is another great tool that I use regularly. It allows me to cherry pick records to update without having, again, to export them into Excel and then re-upload them into Salesforce. I'm able to pull in any type of data that I want, whatever criteria I put around that. I'm able to view it, modify records in mass, and again, not have that wasted time of having to export it, manage it in a spreadsheet, and then import it. I can do it immediately. Different metrics around or different time savings that we've been able to achieve with DemandTools have been significant. While exact figures are a bit hard to calculate, having used DemandTools for over 10 years, I can tell I've deduped, hundreds of thousands of records, imported and enhanced millions of records, been able to save countless hours. It's no joke when DemandTools allows you to take a task that would take hours and turns it into minutes, and it takes tasks that would otherwise seem impossible and potentially take weeks, and you can turn it into hours or days.